Yo, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy Airfire, and today I'm going to be talking about internationals. This is another video in the Let's Talk series. It's part one of two. I'm not going to leak the video title just yet for the second part, but I think it's a really cool video, and this is just the lead up to it. And internationals are a very specific type of tournament because especially in Europe, right? Because in Europe, internationals literally mean that you have people coming from lots of different countries, lots of different cultures, lots of different things into one place to play one or two games, and it's incredible. And I want more people to experience it. I don't want people to be afraid to experience it because it's truly incredible. The feeling that being an international gives you is genuinely insane. It's like nothing I have ever experienced, and I want people to feel that because I care about the community and I care about every single one of my viewers. I care about how they feel and what they're like at Smash events. I genuinely do care about that. And that's why I share my experience of events with you, so that perhaps you can go to the next event and maybe I can meet you there, or if not, if I've already met you, then we'll just talk as normal. But I can meet you there, and you can have a good time at the event, or maybe you decide not to go to that event because I've said this or that about it. All of those sorts of things are really important, and I think especially in the UK scene where there's not many other people that are passionate about doing that like I am. And I think that's a real shame. I genuinely do think that's a shame. So I want to talk about internationals because I feel like there's a few people in the UK, or maybe I'm not talking about anyone specific, like, but I think there's a audience of Smash players in the UK that are very content just to go to UK only events. And I want to change that because traveling to another country to play Smash is incredible. But we'll get on to that. So I've been to two internationals. I went to Beast 6, which was earlier this year. As you can see, I have my wristband right here. Uh, and I also went to Syndicate. And both of these were really, really good tournaments. They were very well ran. It was a little bit of a shame that the entirety of top 8 for uh, B6 wasn't best of 5, and I'm pretty sure that it was the same at Syndicate, and I think that's a real shame because the more games there are, the better. But, whatever. Uh, but I'm not talking about that mainly because I haven't been at top 8 level, and I can't speak for it because I genuinely don't know what it's like. I don't know what it's like to be on stream in front of all of those people where people are screaming your name behind them. People are popping off for you, and there's so much region pride going on and all of that sort of stuff. And I just I just haven't experienced that, so I can never say, yeah, this is me. This is my experience. But I can talk about the experience that I've had, and that's what I'm going to be doing. Being at an international is the most adrenaline filling yet calming experience that I've ever had. It was so hype. Like, I was running around. I mentioned the meme picture of me before where I'm like clapping my hands, popping off for Ixis versus Sodrek. I think he was like three stocking in game one, and that was genuinely insane. It was really, really crazy for me. But the reason that I did that, the reason that I pop off is because of the environment that an internationals just sets up quite naturally in itself. You can just feel in the air the competitive spirit of everybody, and it's a really it's a very strange experience because you can feel the energy of the room, and it really does build you up. And you go to the hotel and you just pass out. Like as soon as you go back to the hotel, or as soon as I went back to my hotel at both events, I just passed out. I was so dead. It was kind of crazy. Um, and then, so the way that internationals going on from that, that's how they make you feel so different. They make you feel aware of the energy that's surrounding you, because all of these people, they're there to compete and to train and also to have fun, and it's a completely surreal experience. And I genuinely wouldn't give it up for the world. Every time I'm thinking about quitting Smash, I think about my experience at Syndicate. I think about my experience at Beast. I think about maybe even my experience at like the DBZs, because they're like small nationals, right? Well, they're pretty big nationals actually, to be honest. About 100 entrants. So because I think about those, that's what defines Smash for me. That feeling when you feel the energy surround you, and it it drives me, especially it drives me like nothing else. It drives me to want to get better. It drives me to push myself to compete at a level that I've never competed at before, and it inspires me. It genuinely does inspire me. And I want, again, I cannot express how much I want other people to experience that. Because even if you're not competing, so maybe you're so scared to go to an international, and that's part of the reason that I'm making this video, right? Is because I want people that are maybe unsure about going to an international, or maybe they're not too confident in themselves to be able to go to an international. I want those people to realize that they can go and just not compete. I'd find it personally, I'd find it very difficult. I'd find it very difficult to go to an international and not compete, because I think it's a incredible experience which cannot be replaced. It really cannot be replaced. But you can go and just spectate, because watching people from your region and watching people who are close to you and people who are just representing your country is such an amazing experience. When I watched the stream back of Ixis versus Purple Age at Syndicate, I've watched that match 10, 15 times. I've watched how it ended so many times, but every time I feel the grip in my chest. I feel my heart start to pump faster and faster. I feel it just rush through my veins, and it's genuinely such a weird experience. And then again, when I watch Ice Studying versus Esam, although Ice Studying's not from the UK, he's from Europe, and Esam's from the US, and it's a completely different experience when you're thinking, yeah, I want this guy to win because he's part of my scene. He's part of the community that I'm a part of, and that's completely insane to me. So I really can't explain how watching those things make me feel, and you really do have to experience it for yourself. And the best way I can describe it, because when I look at that meme picture of me clapping, I look like I'm a football fan standing in a crowd of other football fans watching their team play. And if you've ever experienced that, if you've ever really deeply wanted someone to win something, and you can't really explain why, that's the feeling of every single set at an international. And how can you not want to feel that? How can you not want to feel that that rush in your veins. Don't be, if you have anxiety issues, go talk to me, because hopefully I'm getting a full-time job soon, and I want to go to as many internationals as I possibly can. I want to go to as many tournaments as I can, just because I love it. Talk to people in your community who might also be interested in going to an international. You don't have to experience it alone. And in fact, I think it's best if you don't experience it alone, because you could almost let it wash over you, and you'll miss it before it's gone in a blink of an eye. I was sitting in the airport waiting to go to Beast with Jamie, and he turns to me, and we'd been doing it quite a lot when we went, but he turns to me and goes, "Ed, we're going to another country to play video games." I was like, wow. And it really did hit me. It really hit me at that moment that I needed to take in every single thing that I could about that event. I needed to make that event as best as I could, because I wanted it so bad. I wanted that experience so badly. And so go in a group, go in a group of friends, talk to people who are in your community in London, see who's going, or maybe who wants to go but doesn't know how to get there. Look up flight information. Maybe you can get even a megabus. I could have megabused it to Amsterdam if I wanted to go to Syndicate. It's only 8 hours. 8 hours on a coach to go to a different country for an entire weekend to play video games. Yeah, I'll take that. Why wouldn't you take that? I can guarantee you that there's going to be someone else in your community that is going to want to travel to an event with you. So, if you're nervous, if you're worried about it, go and do it. Just go and talk to someone about going to an international. Maybe it's Beast, Lots of UK people are planning on going to Beast again this year. We had 150 people sign up for Beast last year from the UK. 150. I wouldn't be surprised if we get the same amount of numbers this year. So that's going to be it for today's video, because I think I've made my point rather clear. But I really do want you to think about going to an international, because even with all of the pressure, even with all of the big social ideology of it all, it's truly an experience that you will never forget. You will never forget it. So yeah, that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. It's pretty short for my videos, but I think it's a good video, and if you have any more questions, or maybe you want me to clarify something that I've said in the video, then please leave a comment, send me a tweet. I will be more than happy to respond. Because, as I've said, internationals are crazy, and going to other countries to play video games is absolutely incredible. So try and experience it. Anyway, that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. Catch you later, guys. Bye.